Hey there, let's talk about something that's super important but often overlooked: the human side of cybersecurity. You know how we're always hearing about fancy tech solutions to keep our data safe? Well, turns out the biggest weak link in the security chain is often us. Yep, you and me. Let us dive into why our brains can sometimes be our own worst enemy when it comes to staying safe online. And while they're usually helpful, they can totally leave us open to tricks from cyber criminals. Take confirmation bias, for example. It's when we tend to believe stuff that fits with what we already think. So if you get an email that looks like it's from your bank, your brain might go, "Yep, that checks out," even if there are some red flags. Or there's the availability heuristic, where we judge how likely something is based on how easily we can think of examples. If you've heard a lot about data breaches lately, you might overestimate your own risk and fall for a scam promising extra security. Now, let's talk feelings. Cybercriminals are pros at pushing our emotional buttons. They love to use fear. Like your account will be closed if you don't act now. Or they'll create a sense of urgency. Only 2 tickets left at this price. They might play on our curiosity with clickbait-style messages, or build fake trust by pretending to be someone we know. It's like they've got a cheat sheet for our emotions, and they're not afraid to use it. But it's not just about individual emotions. There's also this thing called social influence that can make us do things we normally wouldn't. Ever gotten an email that says, "As requested by your CEO, ... double quotes. That's using authority to trick you. Or how about limited time offer? That's playing on our fear of missing out. And when we see others falling for something, we're more likely to follow suit. That's social proof in action. It's like peer pressure, but for grown-ups and with potentially serious consequences. Here's a tricky one: usability versus security. We all want our online experiences to be smooth and easy, right? But sometimes that comes at the cost of good security. Think about passwords. We know we should use long, complex, unique passwords for every account. But who can remember all that? So we end up using the same simple password everywhere, which is like using the same key for your house, car, and office. It's convenient, but definitely not safe. This struggle between what's easy and what's secure is a constant headache for both users and security pros. Are you in accounting, finance, financial data, customer information, contracts? These are all gold that cybercriminals constantly covet. One wrong click, an unrecognized phishing email could cause money to vanish, harm our reputation, and lead to countless legal complications. Your role is to be a reliable gatekeeper for the financial flow, exercising caution with every transaction and sensitive piece of information. Financial data, customer information, contracts. These are all gold that cybercriminals constantly covet. One wrong click, an unrecognized phishing email could cause money to vanish, harm our reputation, and lead to countless legal complications. Your role is to be a reliable gatekeeper for the financial flow, exercising caution with every transaction and sensitive piece of information. Are you in sales, marketing? Customers are our biggest asset. Personal data, purchasing habits, customer contact information. If leaked, this not only erodes trust, but also facilitates sophisticated scamming attempts. Imagine if your potential customer's information fell into a competitor's hands. Your role is to protect the information you use to build and maintain valuable relationships. Are you in human resources? Employee personal information, salary data, employment contracts. These are all highly confidential details that need absolute protection. A single data breach could lead to severe legal consequences, reputational damage, and a loss of trust from our team. You hold the key to the most sensitive human-related information within the organization. Are you a leader/manager? You are not just a decision maker, but also a role model for security awareness. Your decisions regarding technology, investments, policy development, And especially your exemplary adherence to security rules will shape the entire company's information security culture. A cybersecurity incident can threaten entire business operations, cost millions of dollars, and destroy a brand built over many years. Are you anyone else in the organization? Every email you open, every link you click, every password you create, every device you use, all carry potential risks. An action that seems small on your part could be a wide-open door for attackers to infiltrate our systems. You are the first and most critical line of defense. So, how do we fix this? It's all about building a security culture. Whether you're talking about a big company or just your own household, we need to make good security habits as natural as looking both ways before crossing the street. It's not about scaring people or throwing a bunch of rules at them. It's about understanding how our brains work and using that knowledge to create better habits. For example, instead of just telling people to use strong passwords, we could encourage the use of password managers. These are like digital vaults that remember all your passwords for you, so you only need to remember one master password. It's a way of working with our brain's limitations instead of fighting against them. Or think about phishing training. Instead of boring lectures, why not set up fake phishing emails within your organization? When someone falls for it, use it as a learning opportunity, not a punishment. It's like a fire drill, but for your inbox. The key is to make security feel personal and relevant. Share stories of real people affected by cyber attacks. Use analogies that relate to everyday life. And most importantly, create an environment where people feel comfortable asking questions and reporting suspicious activity without fear of looking dumb. Remember, at the end of the day, cybersecurity isn't just about firewalls and antivirus software. It's about understanding human nature and finding ways to protect ourselves from our own weaknesses. By cracking the code of our own psychology, we can build stronger defenses against those who would try to exploit it. Stay safe out there, and don't be afraid to trust your gut when something feels off online.